And it's best laptop logging in for Death Stranding Director's Cut Part 25. Let's do this.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Oh. Yay, no BTs.
Sam, you should be coming up on that cargo. And a boatload of mules, no doubt. Stay out of sight and try not to make too much noise if they're within earshot. We don't want this going sideways.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. No. No, just fucking get up.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, you should be coming up on that cargo. And a boatload of mules, no doubt. Stay out of sight and try not to make too much noise if they're within earshot. We don't want this going sideways.
Locked.
Good work, Sam. I knew you'd get what we need. Looks like the entrance is locked down. Not that we were planning to head inside just yet. No point in sticking around. Get that cargo back to the distro center.
I have my all-terrain. Oh my fucking god.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges. Verifying weapons and lifted.
I wanted you to know I will rise again. So
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Decontaminating system. All clear. Welcome, Sanford Bridges.
The legend returned. How you doing, Sam? Delivery's in damn fine shape.
It's in perfection.
Active skeletons attached to your legs to enhance strength and facilitate movement. This particular model will allow you to carry heavier loads and help maintain your balance. When boosted, you'll be able to move somewhat faster, at the expense of power, of course. While this basic type does not excel in any particular category, it is resilient, and its battery consumption is comparatively low. See for yourself.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Thanks, I guess.
Bye, Sam.
You can say bye back too.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for...
That's a large? Wow! Wow!
Remember that mule cargo you brought back from the decommissioned factory? It contained records, old-school data storage devices which we've been processing. Their contents suggest that the facility was run by Bridges. Long before the mules staked their claim, that is. They're not demons yet, but given their close proximity to Capital Knot City, they still pose a threat. We need to learn more about their plans, whatever they may be. The good news is, our techs managed to crack their security measures remotely, which allowed them to lift the lockdown on the factory's main entrance. The bad news is that we'll need someone with a cargo scanner to head in there and hunt for additional records. The more data we obtain, the more complete a picture we can construct. I wish there was another way. But I'm asking you to infiltrate the factory and get us all the information you can. Needless to say, you'll have to fight your way out if you get caught. So be ready for anything.
Oh, nice. They're all knocked out still.
Sam, if the techs did their job, the factory should be accessible now. Head inside and start searching for records. Hold on, Sam. You're not authorized to build on that spot. Sorry to say, you gotta find somewhere else.
Great.
Sam, see that access panel by the entrance? You should be able to use that to get inside the factory.
This is my first time actually ever doing it. Another locked room.
Excellent work, Sam. That's exactly what we were hoping to find. Bring it back ASAP so we can get our people on it. In case you're tempted to venture further in, you should know that we haven't been able to crack the security system guarding the rest of the complex. So focus on delivering that cargo.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions listed. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges on decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Back, are you? Delivery's in damn fine shape.
The records you brought back for analysis contained additional designs for BB pods. This data has given us new insight into how we might customize yours, by changing its color, for example. Feel free to experiment with this feature the next time you visit your private room.
You guys haven't been able to fucking change colors? How fucking pathetic.
Bye, Sam.
Good work. New order available.
The Capital Knot Distro Center's holding some cryptobiotes we need delivered to the city. Cryptobiote cells can accelerate blood production in humans. They may well be the hardiest organisms on Earth, capable of enduring more physiological stress than any other. In harsh conditions, a cryptobiote will eventually enter an metabolic state in a bid to survive. Unfortunately, shoving a bunch into a shipping container or submerging them in water for an extended period of time is enough to trigger this response. It takes weeks to coax them back to life if they're allowed to fully transition to this state. So you can't keep them cooped up for long. Make sure to reach Capital Knot City before it's too late.
Alright.
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
That's a breathable container, remember? For its passengers' sake, don't immerse it in water.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
You'll be done in 5. Less than 5. So. Be fine. Is the cargo good? Yeah. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh my god! Go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch! Fuck you! Fuck
Beginning
you!
scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Leave me
Weapons
the
detected.
fuck alone!
Will be locked. Beginning scan.
No! Thank you for the Cairo Bridge.
assigned to the capital Nazi. Proceed to distribution center. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Welcome back, Sam Bridges. Always a pleasure. Thanks for the delivery. That was crazy fast. You've really upped your game since last time. The crypto bios look nice and lively. Okay, safe tracks. There's something different about you. Can't quite put my finger on what. But I swear, I'm not imagining it.
Different? The fuck are you talking about?
Good work. New order available. Please act.
Oh. Fucking there.
Weapons detected. All...
Come on. Come on, please.
It's all good. It's all good. That's it. That's it. Everything's okay.
Other one's yours.
That's okay. That's alright.
Excuse me, what? Huh? Oh, great. A little fun, I guess. Oh yeah, we'll do the racetrack. Yeah, we'll do that.
Everybody get that? Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Okay.
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary. Bridges has printing materials stored in the wind farm. We'd like you to bring some to the distro center. These materials are pretty varied, and to get the most out of the Cairo printer, we need as many different types as we can get. Hurry back.
You got it.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set. Weapons restrictions lifted. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
You brought this from the wind farm? I can't imagine what a chore that must have been. Thank you. Ha! Made record time. Wow, don't do things by halves, do you? Hard to believe one man could bring in a hole this big. Then again, you are a legend. I don't know anyone who's done more to bring people together and get them back on their feet. It's hard to believe you're just one guy. Can't help wondering if the Great Deliverer isn't actually a small army. Because it sure seems like whenever someone's in trouble, you're there to lend a hand. It's enough to make me think you just might make it all the way to the coast. Good luck out there. I'll be rooting for you.
Good work. New order available. Please have...
Oh wait, it ends tomorrow, right? Oh shit, yeah, I got one day to do shit. Well, you know I really want to. I'm sorry. Sam, first off, for calling you a newbie last time, you're saying bridges are freaking living legend, and there I was talking to you like it was your first day on the job. The admin was none too happy about me treating you like this with your first rodeo. Man, do I feel like a dumbass. If you're the one helping us expand the network from coast to coast, we're in safe hands for sure. Say America rises from the ashes might not be so far after all. So you were a member of Bridges before you were a reporter, and now you're back in the shit after what, 10 years? So that It means you're outranking me. Though I reckon you're not the type to care about all that. Out of curiosity, have you been using your private room to kick back or relax while listening to some music? Like your axe to hook you up with some tracks from Low Roar. There's no better way to unwind after a hard day. I checked them out myself and I have to say, you know what he's talking about, really got the juices flowing. Oxytocin 2. My favorite track called Pop Virus. I think you might like it too. Apparently, it's about a virus that destroys everything people think they know about music. Honestly, something completely new to be created in this place, kind of like what you're doing with America, right? Taking a busted foundation and rebuilding it to make something better in the long run. Gotta give it a listen when you have a chance. And how? Alright, where's Goliath?
Oh,
Customize. Ew. Yeah, it's a normal orange. The bridge is orange. Looks good with that though. Orange and purple, orange and pink, orange and black. Carbon fiber. I'm that's right. It's made out of carbon fiber. I mean, shit. No, nothing here.
only gonna get harder.
Alright, well, because I think I did everything over here, so... Hey, look at the map. I can't even look at the fucking map. So fucking stupid. I think we're gonna progress the story. You know what? No. Before we do that, we're gonna go through all my emails. All 72 of them. Rebuild the road, rebuild America. Season delivery bots are on the prowl again. I guess that means the roads are getting better out there. Used to be highways and byways running all over back in the day. There was one, the Mother Road, some called it. This was the one folks used to follow all the way west, chasing their dreams. Rebuild the road, then rebuild the dream. Is that it? The old American classic. The beliefs that success and prosperity are within everyone's reach. Well, I might not be much for your UCA and your plan to rebuild the country, but if you can finally make that one work, always glad to see that for sure. You know, I'm not even technically part of the core staff. I'm medical. I was posted here to keep an eye on our skeleton crew, make sure their needs stayed right, and somewhere along the line got roped into processing deliveries too. Anyway, before we became part of the chiral network, this place was a weather station in name alone. We were collecting meteorological data, but only over a pathetically small area, and we weren't able to share with anyone. Prior to the stranding, they had countless weather satellites circling the whole planet, watching every move in the clouds made, measuring every twist and turn of the wind. With that much data, it's easy to create forecasts, but things are different for us. We don't have a top-down view of the whole picture. Why not? But the Cupid and the network have provided us with the next best thing. We can collate data from all over. We can generate more comprehensive models, which give us a much better chance of accurately tracking fluctuations in chiral density. And not only that, we can send weather reports to every city, prepper, shelter, and British facility on the network. Now we find it useful. We'll use big time, Sam. Dunk's disposal, yeah, did that. Sam, my man, a lot of love for you here in Fortnite City. Everyone's talking about how you hooked us up to the network and took out that BT. Makes me feel a little better about how Igor went out, knowing that he was in the company of a real hero like yourself. By the way, I've been wondering, you've been using your utility pouches. They make it real easy to carry an extra blood bag or two. And you ought to know better than anyone how much BTs hate the stuff. In fact, if you got a bag of red on you, I strongly recommend popping it in a pouch to give it a try at least. I mean, what do you have to lose? Folks used to have all kinds of pouches, you know. Haven't seen much variety for a while now, but back in the day, for customized backpacks decked out with dozen or more specialized pouches. Who knows, if you're lucky, you might even find someone designing one just for you. Could be the beginning of a virtuous circle, if you ask me. The more you succeed in bringing our people together, the more likely you'll turn up some of these old pouch designs, which in turn out to help you in your work to get others on board. Good luck. Yep. Take a dip in some hot springs. Feeling tired, Sam? Wouldn't blame you. After all, you're not a machine. You need breaks and whatnot. Lucky for you, I know the perfect place. Some hot springs, a hop, skip, and a jump. Northeast of where the junk deals hold up. The craters digestive baths, as I believe they're called, good for getting the bowels moving in case you're backed up. The water are also good for general aches and pains and miraculous healing properties. There's wonders for stress BB even. No one that's suffering from autoxemia, though, obviously. Anyway, you should give it a try sometime. Damn, I would love to request for you to prepper out there who's got a special talent called herself a cosplayer. She can apparently dress herself up to look like damn near anyone and anything. There's no one better when it comes to designing and making clothes and accessories. But she needs a new sewing kit to finish her current project. Would you send one and deliver it? I'm pretty sure she'd have something interesting to offer you in return. Thanks. Hey, Sam, you must be really busy these days, right? It's a good sign, means people trust you to get that set of things to quiet down for everything. You could take a look at that order I put up. Then when asking you to find a chip mark with a V, it's not a high priority request, I know, but I'm sure you'll find it worth your while. Don't go anywhere or anything, just accept the order the next time you make a delivery to the distribution center south of Lake Knot City. That way everything's official if you come across the things again, Sam. I did that. Thanks for delivering the prototype. Sam, I heard you delivered Sam's provided. Thanks for that. We really appreciate it. I know it was probably weird for you, me and her being separated and all. I'm not going to pretend I wasn't a stupid asshole about, well, everything. Anyway, I just wanted to say that we're grateful. I just hope that stuff comes in handy one day. By the way, we got a few more designs we're working on. So I'd like to look up that kid dropped by our shelter for a gander. Hopefully the things we're working on will prove useful. If not to you, that someone see you around, Sam. More around the racetrack. Hey, Sam, how are your delivery going? Listen, I've got something important to tell you, and you want to hear it, I promise. Ever since I came to this digital center, I've been hearing about a dream racetrack. Sound like there were plans to build one near the Timefall Farmer's Place back in the day. You know that is, right? Anyway, it seems like the founder of the Fragile Express who had the idea. In the first place, it turned out Fragile's old man was crazy for motor racing. Who knew? Anyway, the idea was that the racetrack would attract crowds from Lake Nut, South Nut, all over. Some of the local preppers would come along too, no doubt. It would have been quite a sight, man. Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. You know what I mean? Seems like they made good progress at first too. Everybody worked together, and they managed to get the racetrack terminal set in double quick time. Of course, then the goddamn tariffs had to get involved in everything. The racetrack of everyone's dream never became a reality. Maybe that's about to change because we managed to get our hands on the original design data. What's more, it seems like it's still good to go. That's right. Just donate the necessary materials like you would to any other structure, and your racetrack dreams will come true. Man, I wish I could be the first to burn that baby up, but they need me here, so that's that. So, there's one guy I'd be happy to see to take on the track in my place. It's you. He could deliver himself. Oh, and you won't have to trundle around the racetrack in one of your trucks either. Nope, it sounds like a sleek little number. There's a roadster. If your results are good enough. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The first thing you need to do is find the racetrack terminal near Timefall Farmer's Place and donate the necessary materials. Good luck, Sam. Looking forward to seeing you race into the sunset and into a bright new future. Let me say. Thank you. I have no clue who I am, but you I know. You are Sam. Sam I am not. Sam the man. Man. Mono, you have that chip that I know. That and a bridge. Sam Porter Bridges. This bridge is used the data on the chip to activate my systems to wake my ass up. This is not my world, Sam. What is my world? What am I? It isn't me. If that computes, do you know what it feels like? I feel like someone crawled inside, slotted into my skull, and took it back to my bites. Memory is wiped, broken. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know, recall, but bitching won't make it better. Name, recall, entity, let's call me J. The letter I keep retrieving. It pops in my archives. J. It means something, right? Like the V on the chip. A link to home. V. Home. Home sweet home. Mikasa Sukasa. I gotta get the real me back, so I need more data. I need more chips, and if I think that I'm thinking you're the only one around that can kind of help me get the job done. Help me, I'll help you. I'll have it for you. I will hook you up with V's face pattern. Sam, a bonafide Valentino with the ladies. Am I right? Sam, Portino. That's not good enough for you. Well, the deal will swing the deal. I scanned and saw the chip you found. I data on cyberware tech. I used to private software upgrade for your comments. Well, maybe not. It wasn't on me. Your systems did the heavy lifting like they knew. They knew how to make the most of it. Fuck if I know. I don't know how all this shit goes. Maybe it was just meant to be. Anyways, you don't gotta worry about losing your destination when making the delivery now. Not now. They consider always on. Open up compass mode and focus on your destination. Marker to give it a try. That's the pitch, Sam Porter. Just give me more tips for me, for you, Sam. I don't know. You never know. You can't know what other goodies you might get out of it. You know. You're the real deal. Thanks, Sam. Once again, next time, allow me to express my gratitude by making gravity gloves available for application. I'm guessing you're not all that familiar with technology from this web, but I promise you these are special. They were developed in a research lab buried deep underground, one with a distinct logo. I don't know. Assassin's Creed? I don't know. Picking your research, I can't wait to start the experiments. No one's going to get the jump on me, no sir, so I'll keep my briefing on the glove symbol. You can use them to collect and carry a whole lot of cargo. Even if it's pretty spread out, within about 15 meters radius of act. You don't need to know many more, just bear in mind that their battery updated, okay? Try to turn on a juice. Sorry, more lost. Cargo fee, I'd say it's Sam, Half-Life, Lever. Gerard, there's another piece of cargo I need you to track down for me at Cube. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't very important, though. So could you do the honor? You've got to put your own well-being first, though, of course. So if you Cube back, I'm okay. which is why anyone from that matter of fact I'm taking a break now. Anyway, back to business. To find the cube, make your way to the craftsman shelter, and then head west-northwest. You'll come across a ruined factory near the side of the highway, and the cube should be in there. Once you find it, get to the distribution center south of Lake City. I'm counting on you, Sam. I'm counting on you to give me that new use. I think I did this. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. Head west-northwest. I'll do that. You got married. How are you holding up, Sam? You must have walked more than 1,000 miles by now. Try not to let it get to you. I'm sure it must be lonely work. Well, anyway, I wanted to get in touch. So we got married. I know. It's right in this day and age, right? But through the counter, we got in touch with priests. We said our vows, and that was it. Basically, maybe it seems I brought smiles to a few faces, so thanks for making it possible. We owe you more than we could say. Please look out for them, dear Sam. Wonderful news. My daughter's getting married. Oh, though you've probably been wondering we're not related at all. I've never even been married, let alone had any kids. I took her in 5 or so years back, and after her parents' side, she could barely speak a word of English. Her parents had been Japanese, but we made it in our own way. It's funny. Until the moment we met, I thought I was destined to live out my life all alone. But as soon as I laid eyes on her, that change, I knew in my heart that I had to protect her, make sure no one ever hurt her. Though I ended up doing that myself by being too protective, and in the end, I tried to make up for it. My daughter's leaving the nest at last, and I couldn't be happier for her. All I could do now is pray and hope for the best, and I'd be awful grateful you could look in on her and her husband for fun times to make sure they're doing okay. If I gotta paint a PT picture, I may be an engineer by trade, but I'm not half bad at painting either, with pens and brushes, all that, learned it all from my mother. With the right tools and enough time, I could very faithfully recreate what I could see on paper or whatever elaborate still I can envision with my mind's eye, which got me thinking, what if I made a picture of a BT? It makes them so terrifying that we don't know what they look like. So if someone with doomed like you could describe what you saw, I can give you a word, shape, and color. Maybe we'd be a little less afraid. Might be enough to coax a few friends outside for a bit, but even if we can't train them, I know you trained me. Thanks for everything. Sam, don't be a stranger. Slaves to the wheat. There's we seem to be getting more a bit. You've been making use of the new article we've shared with you. A friend of ours, I loved it, especially for us, so that we could analyze the soil and choose the best way of growing wheat. I always got lost in terms of tech and middle, so still, we can definitely vouch for how useful it was. Be sure to give it a try if you haven't already. Anywho, we've been doing some light reading to try and figure out what to do with our bumper crop. It turns out the history of wheat is really quite fascinating. Did you know it was really a strain of grass native to the Middle East? That's right. It wasn't until our ancestors began to cultivate it that it really came into its own. It turned hunters into farmers overnight. Changing the evolution of mankind, Homo sapiens settled down in one place and stockpiled food rather than chasing it all over creation. And with stability came society, culture, religion, all courtesy of little old wheat. But it wasn't one-way street. Oh no, wheat made out like a bandit. That obscure Middle Eastern grass wound up spreading to all 4 corners of the globe. You could even say it was wheat that used us, and not the other way around. In fact, some scholars say just that we became slaves to wheat. What do you think about that? Are we about to become slaves all over again? I sure hope not. God. Strange light at the incinerator. It's not great, but you gotta believe me, Sam. So as soon as they found a body anyways, and they need to be burned. We don't exactly have a team of corpses still on call. I'll give them the job. I've been outside more than the other guys, so it makes sense. Why wasn't it? Okay, all right. I don't have to do anything, but you don't need special powers to know when on BT's car you're sent. You could tell they weren't far behind, so wanted to get the job and come home, but then one of the fuckers popped out of nowhere and nearly gave me a heart attack. Somehow I made it into without getting too out of this. I was going like this way, I guess. I wanted to take a closer look, but I wasn't about to take any chances. I had to get the hell out of there. But now, though, you should check it out if you have the chance. Glowing thing. Okay. Hey there, Sam. The man is Jay. Clear recall memory, but recognize. I gotta say, these deliveries of yours are pretty advanced. It only took me a minute or two after hijacking them to locate my second chip. The chip, you'll know it when you see it. You'll see V, big old V like last time. Like home. Problem is these news guides were first stuck it in the post box for safekeeping. But I know you said the man. I bet a guy like you, that's a challenge. Am I right? Take the order, run with it, and I'll update your map with the latest info. The rest is up to you, though. Finding chips is one thing. It takes a living, breathing to go get them. I don't think I am not. I do not qualify at this moment, but when you're up to it, you'll find the gig over waiting for you at Lake Knot City. Craftsman, Age of Printed Nukes. I used to have this prepper friend, an older guy, who would always talk about how the good old days before Stranding 3 printing was all the rage, apparently. The tech could be used to spit out pretty much anything you could think of, even the most complicated stuff. It didn't take long for the first gun to be printed. All you had to do was input the right data and you had yourself a firearm. People didn't think much of it at first, just kids messing around and all that, but then top there, printed gun became printed bombs, and printed bomb became printed nukes. Illegal as hell, of course, but the government couldn't do anything to stop it. If you got no idea who's packing a nuke, the best course of action is to make sure you're packing one yourself, right? That's how people thought back then anyway. Mutually assured destruction for every honest citizen. People saw enemies everywhere, terrorists, pursued, all that shit. And then there was an explosion. The Death Stranding had nothing to do with nukes, of course, but people were pretty quick to jump on the wrong conclusion. Almost everybody assumed it was terrorism. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, this old timer, he didn't want anything to do with other people. He just wanted to shut himself up in the shelter and be left alone. He was scared. Everything that came before had led to a world filled with weapons. I could see where he was coming from, thinking society and government was doomed to fail. But I'm more optimistic. As long as we remember the mistakes of the past as we strive for a better future, I believe we can prevent another explosion. Guess what I'm saying is I'm fully aware of the risks, but I think we've got to give the UCA a shot. Sam, you get to me. It's really quiet around this just these days. I guess you let's put those meals in their place. How the hell did you manage that? How the hell did you manage to walk across an entire continent and never have to kill anyone? I mean, that was the one thing you couldn't do, right? Kill someone and there's another creator to deal with. Anyway, I don't know how you did it, but I'm grateful. Our bots are way more useful than they used to be, but it's all down to you. We used to pack in the theaters. I tried toying with the tablet he brought me, such a flimsy, cheap thing, and yet it was capable of displaying all manner of video and imagery. Courtesy of my contract with Richard, I suppose it could be useful in some aspects, but the experience is ultimately lacking. I long for the Hakon days when the people would pack themselves into movie theaters, when we'd laugh together, cry together, jump and fight together. When cinema was a communal experience, but then came the tyranny of the tablets, which reshapes how media was shot. All dramatic close-ups and cliffhangers designed to draw you into the next installment. Bah. It was a far cry from the golden age of film, from when the silver screen reigned supreme. I tell you, I was born a century too late. What's the wheat's great and all, but there's some. Thanks for stopping by again. I'm sure I was paying enough to see, but this farm experiment of ours has been a runaway success. I'll tell you about from me. Emily never took an interest in our research, and you never put us in touch with the weather station. Folks, none of this would have been possible thanks to you two. We'll be able to provide a constant supply of food for one and all. Having said that, this lowest life is exactly the one we had in mind. We came here to study the effects of timefall on plant life. We never intended to stick around to become farmers. But then we got to thinking it might be possible to reclaim greater soil, and one thing led to another. I don't know if Amelie expected we stay here this long. And we're so keen to continue our research. We've got more to offer the world than we, but if we don't move on, does this mean we really have does that mean we really have become slaves to it after all? Best damn booze you ever drink. Dear Sam, after a long day out, you know what soothes mind, body, and so after a hard day, delicious throughout my time for Porter, we've got to back to beer. Familiar with Porter? English ale that's been made since the 1700s. It was popular with the couriers who used it to deliver loads of and the Thames, hence the name. And the other part, well, I don't have to explain that. It's crafted with the finest, fastest growing wheat under the timefall. So, Mr. Legendary Porter, why not pull your feet up and enjoy a tall glass of your namesake? And don't think this is the end of it. We'll be baking bread and cooking pizzas before you know it. Just you wait. Get back with some Timefall Porter. Sam, thanks as always. I'm taking some Timefall Porter, the world's fastest brewed beer for producers for us this winter. Provides a welcome respite on a hard day. Should be waiting for you in your room. Enjoy. Ew. Okay. You know, you need to remember, maybe it's just my imagination, but ever since that kind of contract, I'd swear I'd seen you at least half the times here or there. Was that your hologram, perhaps? Surely it can happen every time, not when you came to see me bearing gifts. Nevertheless, it's hard to believe there's only one of you running around, though. It's equally hard to believe that so many others could resemble you so very much. Goodness, could it have been a ghost? Or someone masquerading as you, perhaps? Oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? I get it. Well, you leave me no choice. Next time you come through, bring that Cupid of yours to make me an official member of the UCA. You're the only one doing that for people, correct? And I should prove beyond the fact that you're really you. You said use your auto hood. The auto hood I made for you is really special. I know because I tested it myself by putting it on. You turn it into an auto. I'm not just talking about your appearance. You literally become one with the water. Means that I even put a Bridges logo on it for you. That's proof that no one else has done anything like it. I'm so happy that I'm able to support your work. Us humans should strive to live in harmony with nature. We won't survive for long if we're always fighting against it. We need to go with nature's flow. Surrender ourselves to the nature rhythm of the world. That's what I think anyway. That's why I got into cosplay. I wanted to lose myself in the character. Let the character take over. Some people think that's just an excuse to wear some fancy clothes, but they're missing the point. It's an art. It's the art of transformation. We should embrace our place in the world. There was a time when I tried to stay apart from it all. But after meeting my beloved, my eyes have been opened, and that's why I've decided I'm going to Sonic Comic Reviews and see where that takes me. How did you see Otterhood? When I was younger, I was something professional hood. I traveled all over the world and speak at events, meet interesting people, and so on. In my own little way, I was hoping to bring America together, too. I really believe that. Sure, I was scared of BTs, but I had lots of Puerto friends, so we used to travel together from city to city. They called me, well, the wandering host. I remember the first time I was at to take part in a cosplay event. I didn't really understand the cosplay at first, but the event opened my eyes and showed me how wonderful cosplay could be. Most people are skeptical, but it's something you can't understand unless you've experienced it for yourself. A total transformation into someone or something else. I was an instant covert. I started running my own cosplay events, trying to get everyone to see how amazing it is. I think it really is. It was at one of these events that I met my girl. Her costumes are incredible on a whole other level. It's not just her technique either. It's her spirit, her soul. She's transcended to a higher plane. Anyway, she's the one who made that otter hood. Maybe you've already noticed, but putting that on will pretty much turn you into an otter. That's sure to be useful at some point, right? I want to share a passion with the whole world. That's why I persuaded her to hook up to the Crowd Network and join the UCA the next time you drop by. With my people, with skills and designs, you'll get the whole country on the cosplay train before you know it. Probably heard, but yeah, what's new to the UK are gone goodbye to the Church Jack, Demon, Assholes. I got the whole mess somehow too, private details. Okay, not me. Alright, we lost half a star out not long after. Half's better than all, but a whole lot of people still died, and it shook the rest up pretty bad. I really wonder if one of you say it wasn't the bullshit they ever made, and the more said it out loud, the more paranoid they got. It's faster to spread that thinking beyond the city, not that it takes much for your average prepper to buy in. It becomes the crowd Nick would have helped calm things down a little, but we still don't know how to handle on the terrorists. It could fall apart anymore, but if it does, we can't let it beat us. Even if something you've built, everything we've built breaks down, you got to do what we can to patch it up. That's all there is to it. Let's leave for a second, pizza pie. My dear Mr. Sam Bridges, I Peter the world's for warmers. Carlos does for pizza. So peacefully flavor that my impudence would shame the very devil himself, and regardless, and try to bring us another of those selectable dishes, this time from South Mount City. This time, I am expecting company, a sweet couple of whom I'm intensely fond. They insisted that they'd be allowed to take the air, but with the wilderness being so very dangerous, I refused to entertain the thought. Alas, while we were remaining in Earth, I am incapable of preparing anything but the most base and disagreeable cuisine. But I must place myself at your mercy yet again. Let the poor dears starve. I must already, I am very much aware, gone far beyond the bounds of a common decency in making this request. I must compound my sins with stipulations. The pizza in question must be topped with the bacon of the incomparable pig. As those neighbors in money, more hey, Sam's off on this to see another day, huh? I remember the bomb those bastards set off. More people said Friday was working with them, but they had it backwards. She was trying to save us, just like you did. Fortunately, this time everybody knows her. Pardon it. Frazzle's name won't be mud around here much longer, I'll wager. It's all too easy to forget. We're still alive because of people outside our little enclave. But you help to remind us we're not alone. We're part of the UCA, which means we can't just look at others for assistance. We got to give back and return to, and we will. Rachel, this is the guy with Super Saw. Hey, I heard you were at Mama's place. I've got a request for you direct from Bridges. There's some cargo rare metals that we got up on Supercell and ended up at the bottom of Waterfall, North, North, and South Knot. We need to track that down and get it to check Mama's terminals for its official order. We receive a small glowing object somewhere in the vicinity. Retrieving is not part of the order, but I thought you might be interested regardless. I hate to hit you up direct. We can't leave that cargo sitting around there forever, and you're the best and only man for the job. A lot of people are counting on you. Are we destroying ourselves? Before you came through, there were people blaming Bridges for our troubles left and right, saying it was their fault terrorists were targeting us more and more. There's no denying that they were, but not after we lost Widow Knot and half of South. Not to mention the other smaller incidents all over hell, even our old friend Mama. I'm mixed up in one too. What we've got isn't new though. Well before the Stranding, folks all over had a hard-on for stockpiling nukes and other WMDs. Frankly, if the world hadn't gone to shit, we'd probably have blown it up by now. I tell you, there's nothing more dangerous and destructive than human beings. Call it morbid, but part of me wants us to get over it. Wants us to get it over with our art if we're gonna. So humanity deserves it, and if it's pretty, we show in the wake of Stranding is an indication. Marriage sucks. You're still breaking your back, hauling shit through the wilderness, Sam. Ever long for a little company? I know I used to, not anymore, but between you and me, I guess I'm thinking life was either back before I was on my own. The freedom to do whatever the hell I wanted, the one pissing and moaning over every tiny thing. Where this girl get off being so fucking fussy? I swear I can't do anything right. Just seen the fight we had the other night. I tell you, it's true what they say. Familiarity breeds contempt. Don't ever get married, Sam. Damn, bitch, fucking, like, damn. Thanks for saving our buddy Sam. You could have been in the nick of time. I just given up on Guy Langdon. But he's on the mend now, thanks to you. Should be back to work before long, but in the meantime, I'll have to cover for. There's no, he should know how clever those damn terrorists are getting. Oh, and thanks for connecting us to the Chiral network. We're getting a lot more data from the outside world now, and that alone has given morale a pretty big boost. And the printer, it's the iceberg on the cake. Can't print everything, though, of course. We'll be relying on you porters for a good while yet. Keep up the good work. No way, Citizens and Islands. The super honorable Mr. Sam Bridges. It gives me great pleasure to report that the Wasteland's patch job went off without a hitch. That stuff you brought us was just what we needed, man, and now we're part of Network 2. No way Season is an island, not anymore. We can talk to HQ over on the East Coast, just like if they were here in the room. Which is, that's how we heard those rumors last winter were true. Totally wiped out, huh? Damn. If we hadn't been there, UCA's plane would have gone down the tubes. God, that didn't happen. Keep on keeping on, and we don't. And don't stop until you hit the ocean. Giving BT that weak spot to say, I know you're probably doing your film, but you're gonna want to hear me. Trust me. You remember that big BT for stuff over in Portland City, the one with the gold mask thing? Well, I reckon that mask might just be pointing you towards its weak spot. Strange. I know it's true. I see. When I heard that BT had done Igor, I started doing some investigating. I mean, I'm going to just forgive and forget. Anyway, here's the gist of it: large quantities of concentrated beryllium take on a golden color. In other words, if you see the golden golo, there's likely to be some major power source nearby, and places like that must be vulnerable to attack, right? Part of that I hope like Christmas tree, few well-armed slugs. Anyway, I think it's the same deal with that BT. Give it a whack around the chops, and you'll see the same some fire. I'm sure of it. I mean, it's not rocket science. Shoot into the mouth, and there's always a chance to hit some internal organ, and that's gotta hurt. So yeah, long story short, folks, you're on that golden mask. I'm counting on you, Sam. Go get that fucker for me, for Igor. Read 100 emails. Jesus Christ. Good thing Bridges are terrorists. I hope you're kicking ass and taking names, Sam. Heard HQ suspects the whole central not whiteout thing might have been terrorism. Kind of blew my mind to think they're hitting the East Coast already. Things have been getting worse out here too. It was way quieter in this neck of the woods than when we first showed up, that's for sure. Back then it didn't matter what breed of crazy they were, separatists, isolation and leave me alone, Tarians, whatever. You could at least get them to sit down and talk. Now it's posted up first, ask questions later. Some folks got in their heads that Bridges and the UC are the real baddies. Not sure. I'm saying we shouldn't keep on trying to speak sense to these guys. If we don't, we'll be stuck beating each other over the head with bigger and bigger sticks till the world's covered in craters. But on top of everything, now we got these demons, wackos, and their wacko and chiefs Higgs to deal with. Not that he was always a total Fruit Loop. He used to be a porter, ran his own outfit hereabouts, and then the postmaster went postal. Don't ask me how or why. I don't think even he could tell you. At the end of the day, the only way forward is with each other, hand in hand for our fellow man. That's what the UCA is about. Am I right? Sure. Married life, I'm like, dear Sandy, did you meet up with Emily yet? I hope you lived to your memory of her when I do. I didn't get to look in that respect. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't live with him anymore. I'm back to my mom's. It was terrifying making the trip on my own, but I watched the weather pattern for days and made it. Just barely. Maybe I should have asked for help, but I couldn't bear to wait any longer. I hope yours and Emily still have a happier ending. And you're split apart. Wow, you guys are fucking failures. Like, through and through. You guys are complete fucking failures. How fucking pathetic. Yeah, the going Sam, you're taking care of your baby. I'm sure you are not. Like some, or that could mention some guy practically shakes their pots so the baby start crying. Some of them even ditch them while they're crying becomes too much. Of course, a quiet baby isn't necessarily a good thing. Could mean the kid suffering from no. Toxic my man, that's out. Alone shutting me out. It happened to me once. You see, I was out in BT territory. Couldn't make it back to a private in time. That's how my BT time in the I was too late. I heard a terrible thing, Sam. He was just floating there and his pod wouldn't react to why the BBs can detect BT, and that's either obviously. So even the most stone cold pro would be sweating bullets. Truth be told, though, I was more worried about my BB than I was about myself. Screw the PR bullshit. They're not just equipment. I don't go saying that that's just anyone, but I know you feel the same. If you ask me, a BB's no different from any other baby. You them with love and affection, and they'll react to you same way they'd react to a parent. Sorry, and I'm getting emotional, but can you do me a favor? Try to make sure your baby never suffers on autism. Okay, if they do, take care of them and do whatever you can to make them feel better. With the phone. Eleanor said he's not part of the UCA. Lochner explained about how it was all big and it's misunderstanding, but at least the car's all gone too, thanks to that bomb. It doesn't sound weird, but you know the Hordax on Mama's left shoulder didn't think much of it, but someone told me it was a symbol of her atonement. She did betray Lockney after all, even if terrorism might have been to blame. Couldn't help but think of herself as a fallen angel after all, forever barred down. Joining Lock in heaven, like Abazu, that one winged seller who followed Bob knees down to Egypt once upon a time. To cause trouble for Moses. Yes, Mama was feeling poetic when she redesigned her Ordak and used to comfort her dead child. Strange to me, though I suppose she was already dead herself. It looks like all that's in the past now, though. The misunderstanding has been resolved, and the sisters are whole again thanks to you. Sam, Mama finally worked up the courage to cut the cord and send her baby to the other side, where it belongs. It was the right thing to do, after all. The two are one, and the fallen angel got a second chance, just as well, because no one's ever really beyond redemption, I'd like to think. Why Lucknow opposed the UCA? I finally had the lockdown on why Lucknow didn't want us to be part of the UCA. Can't say I understand it all, to be told, but they're concerned that bringing everything and everyone to the fold might mean including some elements better left out. I get if you take a step back, you can see how terrorism and war might only get worse once we're whole. Forging bonds between people means bringing them closer together, and to do that means putting all our cards on the table, including the ones that aren't so pretty. It's naive to expecting to be all smiles and sing-alongs because we understand each other a little bit better. You know, it seems to me she was right to call bullshit on that. Lockdown and Mama were joined by that special bond the twins have. That's how come Mama wanted to carry Lockdown's child. A child should have been brought them closer together, but then instead it served to sever the ties between them for good and bound Mama to something else entirely, at least. That's what Lockdown probably thought. Maybe even that her sister wanted the kid all for herself. She never knew about the accident. The real reason, can't imagine how she must have felt. Things she'd been betrayed by the one person she trusted more than anyone. Not so hard to see how that colored her opinion on the Kyle network. That's all behind her now, though. She and Mama have reconciled their differences. Maybe how her faith in the tide that bind can be restored. Here's how my wife is doing great now, and all thanks to you. You couldn't have demonstrated more clearly the type of support. I don't know much about the cup, but I know we're part of it now, and there's things are better. Oh, I have a friendly nearby likes to do it. Like that. Okay, there's something could you drop by when you have the time. I'd be proud. Dear Sound, sorry about the camera. I'm totally proud. You see the painting, the whales and dolphins covering those kids might have been painted by the Neanderthals. I don't really understand the significance of it all, but it's definitely what my father was looking for. I don't think I've ever been so happy in my entire life, and that's all because of you. Dad would be happy too, I'm sure of it. Thanks to you so much. I know I nearly gave my mom a heart attack, and this proves it was worth it in the end, right? I made a difference for once. I can do it again. There may be other secrets of the Death Stranding hidden nearby. I'll be more careful this time, but I have to get back out there and find them. I'll be in touch when I do. Sam, have you been using that Ultraman skeleton? Pretty amazing, I know. But would you believe that some porters don't like them? Apparently they're designed to function or something. I mean, have they ever actually tried to use one? If they had, I know they change their tune. They'd be raving about how it lets you power through snow drifts and over rocky terrain, and about how the boost mode lets you charge up slopes and across rivers without draining any endurance. I suppose one legitimate critic that doesn't actually help you carry any more cargo, but that shouldn't come as a surprise since the focus this time was on balance and stability. I'm sure we can adjust this particularly concern with future models. I'll stop moaning about the warners now. So long as you remember to use your skeleton whenever you got to traverse some tricky terrain, okay? And I've got to ask, I know you will say I'm not like those other guys. Bigger bags, or have you ever been like, let's see, blood by me for you, sorry, they useful. I wish it was possible. You're going to print them on demand. It's simply not feasible at the moment. Ordinary materials won't suffice for the construction. It requires beryllium. The machinery I use for production is also somewhat unique and unwieldy, so replicating the process elsewhere isn't an option. Okay, but something that feasible at the moment. Ordinary won't suffice for construction. It requires beryllium. The machinery for install with replicating isn't an option. I'll keep looking into it, of course, but in the meantime, you just have to fabricate them here. Sorry, Sam. Don't be sure to stop by and pick some up if you have a chance, though. They might just save your life. Connections keep us alive. The medical terminal and big bioprinter appear to be functioning as needed. Manor's wife should now be able to receive the treatment she needs, thank goodness. You know, that was my better half who designed both of the devices, the medical terms. Harmony's hologram technology, the bioprinter was built upon existing chiral printer tech, of course, being this file can be used to synthesize medicines and organic compounds. My partner needs to enjoy life in the city. She worked as a researcher there. When I proposed moving out here to provide materials care for preppers, she was happy to follow me. How unfortunate for us all, as preppers cannot survive in a complete isolation. Neither can I. It's not much of a point in being a medical professional if you no intent to. Indeed, we need to forge and maintain connections of all kinds, and that's just what you're helping us do with your deliveries and by expanding the chiral network, making no mistakes, bonds between us make us stronger. I'm sure you knew that, didn't you? Watch out for the whiteout. Hey, Sam, I hope this gets through to you. The weather took a turn for worse a little while ago. Now it's gone full whiteout. Zero visibility up here on the mountain. I hope you weren't caught in it as well. If it's not too much, just keep an eye on the weather for everything getting clear. Limited visibility is not the only way why you lose spatial awareness and can't gauge distance. Hell, sometimes you can't tell up from down. Pretty scary stuff, huh? If you're geared that you shouldn't be completely helpless, you can use your map to pilot a route to your destination. Just show whether you use the Ordax cargo to your surroundings, even if you can't see them. If you lose your way, try switching the compass somewhere to confirm your destination. Now you can at least orient yourself in the direction you need to go. Above all else, don't panic. You either lose your head in a whiteout, but if you stay calm, you will be absolutely fine. Good luck, Sam. That boy. Do you have power gloves? Big news, Sam. We just welcomed life into the world, baby. Into the world, baby boy. Both him and the miss are doing fine. In fact, they're sleeping peacefully next to me as I write this message. I know you're a busy man, though, so I won't go on and about. Besides everything else I've been meaning to tell you, I don't want to be presumptuous that I know you're the best boy there is, but even you must have found it tough to pick up to some mountains, right? Well, have you tried using power gloves? They can be a real game changer, let me tell you. If you lose your footing and turn and slip, the gloves will help you catch yourself before you slip right off a cliff. Then you can see weapons too. If things get hairy, just bear in mind that they drain your batteries if you try to keep an eye on that. And hey, don't tell me you've never wanted to rock a set of metal claws like an action hero, Sam. Now I've got a feeling you're going to be a real woman for my boy when he's older. Of course, it's down to all of us, myself included, to make the world a better place for him and future generations. I know you feel the same. Let's not let them down, Sam. Sorry to bother you, Sam. I know you must be busy. I wonder if you go for to by dead men. Do you remember the cabin you arranged to meet at? Right. Well, the cabin itself had gone blown away by the supercell. But dead man's with their coat and boots to be somewhere nearby. Could you go pick them up and bring them to Mountain City? It's an issue, Bridget's Cape, but in a custom-made size. You could take the order at the delivery terminal at Mountain City. It'd be great if you could help out with this one. I know, another day, another errand, but I hope you understand. We're not just asking you to handle their folks' dirty work. No one else can do what you do. We realize that, don't you? Oh my God. There's a snapshot I just passed. Sam, do you recall the handprint you brought me? Hope you're sitting down because when I analyzed, I discovered that it was 65 million years old. I think it dates back to the late Cretaceous period when dinosaurs became extinct. I did hear that perhaps it was just the rock and the handprint itself. But that is later. But that seems not to be the case. Maybe someone have traveled through time via the beach in order to leave it. If not, how could it possibly have been made? I plan to make it look into the matter further, and we'll get in touch when I learn myself. If you happen to come across anything that might shed light on this mystery, you'll let me know too, won't you? Beaches that are affected by your blood? How are things? Have you hit the coast yet? You can't be far off, I'll bet. You'll be pleased to hear that local port are doing their best in your absence. Those traumatic grenades you brought are making a huge difference. Speaking of all things traumatic, though, we've seen a report that suggests there are zombies that are infected by your blood. The BT in question glowed bright red. Apparently, and the poor porter who ran into it barely to tell the tale. He brought plenty of traumatic grenades with them, but they didn't seem to do the trick. As you can imagine, seriously concerning development. I mean, your blood was the only weapon we had against those things. What are you supposed to do now? Sure, they were bound to have some kind of vulnerability we can exploit, but how many are going to have to die finding out what that might be? Anyway, continue stuff once and be careful out there. You get Sam, thanks to you. The car are all cleared up and that's the symptoms, so. Dizziness, headaches, insomnia. At first, I was worried that it was all down to my isolation in the shelter and intense work on my air for the past year. But I got real bad with nightmare. Started, I saw the end of the world, a portal to the beach opening, and the pieces pouring through by the thousands. There was nowhere to run, no time, and they began scooping us up one by one. And the void out became bigger and bigger until a massive one, or several massive ones, enveloped the whole world. Then poof, just like that. When I told Hartman about it, he likened it to the visions of extinction doomed sufferers tend to experience. It's strange, though, after all, we now have incontrovertible proof that Hyrum is far from a recent addition to our world. Anyway, that's a problem for a different day. That's the important thing that I'm cured, and it's all thanks to you. Fuck off with these long fucking emails. Oh my fucking God! Kind of connects people past and present. How are you, Sam? In good health and good spirits, I hope. I have to say the Carl network is quite impressive. Ever since you hooked the shelter up, my life has become much more exciting. Being able to procure all sorts of good that I had never seen before. There's quite a number of food structures going up nearby as well. Shall some insight might well unearth some research data that may offer some insight into some of the more unusual phenomena you might have experienced firsthand. I'm sure you have a recollection of your remaining steam, but it turns out that the person wandering about, you may identify as yourself, may not be you at all, but someone else entirely. You see why everyone's beach belongs to them and them alone. The scene is an altogether different beast. I read about people who've had near-death experience that involved the scene. They came across someone else there. They found somehow saved by them in the real world. They even received care packages and the like in some instances. Remarkable, you would agree. You might even say that Chiral Networks but bridge the gap between this one and that in many more ways than we realized. Though I still don't know who this someone else actually is. The fact that they're in the scene that would suggest that someone who's died, wouldn't it? From the past, so in essence, the past is intervening to keep the present alive. It's comforting to think that's not just BTs and other scary stuff that comes over. On the other side, maybe the Chiral Network can help us reconnect with more benevolent beings and positive forces from the past as well. If I may, Sam, I don't suppose you could keep an eye on this mysterious someone from the past the next time you visit the scene, could you? I was looking after one green embarkation. Hey, Sam, head for the tar belt, right? Once you pass that, you'll be on the edge, not at last, but only Amelie and the Vanguard ever made that far. From what I've been hearing, everything west of the tar is pretty messed up. Lucky for you, we're going to construct a backup safe house once you get the Kyle network hooked up over yonder. Director's orders got a hard to go, doesn't he? Of course, the question was, who's going to get the sweet job tricking way out there to build it? Yes, yours truly gets that golden heart of his that doesn't bleed for me. So it's for the good of America, right? Everyone's got to do their bit for the great good, I guess. Anyway, it looks like I'm during a pack and venturing out into the wilderness like my old friend Mr. Bridges. Wish you luck out there. Aaron Hill, Pioneer Adventurer, signing off. The Ammonite with the umbilical cord with extinction, Sam. The Ammonite with the umbilical cord you brought. We have undeniably brought us close to solving the riddle that is the death strand. I really cannot thank you enough. Thanks to the antimatter bomb you provided, I have finally been able to resume excavations. I remain confident that by continuing the research the gospels contained in the secret state, we will gain greater understanding of how this particular ammonite is thanks to the stranding itself. Umbilical cords are not necessarily the product of evolution, possibly the result of a genetic factor, hence extinction itself, a mere theory, which if true, would invite the question: what if our own umbilical cords are they indicative of a predisposition towards self-destruction? And if so, is there anything we can do to change our course? A troubling possibility to consider, and one for which I have no response. Given this theory, one might consider the umbilical as representative of a connection between life and death, a dangerous, potentially yes, fatal relationship. But like the many connections you yourself afford, a potential force for good. For so many of our accomplishments are the product of our collective action, a fundamental truth that would have remained forgotten by many had you not brought us together at the course, Sam. Where you at right now, Sam? I just have Mountain City behind. Don't worry, I'm not getting much to gripe about how hard this is or anything. I'm fine, honestly. No, seriously, I'm a veteran. For the position, how else do you think I made it this far west on my own? I can look after myself, especially with the forecast data available on the Kyle network. These days, always know when time's on the way. Couldn't the last time to breeze walking these mountains on your own. Though it wears on you, really does. Can't believe you traveled so far without a soul for company. You're not the breed seriously. Hell, anyway, I passed this beautiful heart-shaped lake a little ways back. Heard of it, of course, first time I ever saw it with my own eyes, though, the one by Hartman's place. There used to be a city where the lake is, reminded me of a story that I heard about the porter who got framed by BT. All this tar started bubbling up from the ground along with rocks and buildings and all sorts of debris stuff from the past. People said, the porter used to get the tar and get the BT to slip. What do you think, Sam? Sounds a bit crazy when I think about it. Anyway, they swung by Hartman's place to say hi, but nobody answered when I came knocking me. He asked finally as he makes it out. My journeys through these mountains are going to be lonelier than I thought. I can't give up now, though. Let's both of us keep on trucking. Catch you later. Yeah, I read this already. Guess what, Sam? I'm halfway there. Can you believe it? To tell you the truth, I'm starting to believe it myself. Not so long ago, it was all about broken mind and body. Both. My feet were nothing but blisters and chilblains. And the going was so steep. I nearly slipped and fell more than I can count, but so I was about to ready to curl up and die. You know what? I came across a hot spring. Damn thing saved my life, and it wasn't no ordinary hot spring either. The recharging spring, you heard of them? The water there heals wounds, cures fatigue, hell, it even recharges batteries. Things short of miraculous. Okay, so maybe I didn't just happen across this place. The Porter told me about it. Thanks, Porter. See, I was doing my best. There could be territory, but my best wasn't quite good enough, so when I was about to walk into a heap of trouble, this guy showed up, told me I was headed for danger, and took me to the springs instead. You know, be carrying my load. Can't tell you how good it was to be another traveler on the road. Actually, a friendly one. So we already soaked together, shot the shit. It was nice. Seems he mislaid some cargo meant for Bridges. Scientist said helping me out was his way of helping Tony for his sins. When I think about it, the whole part was pretty strange. The cargo contained an ammonite with an umbilical cord. Ain't no such thing, right? Right? Can't speak ill of the guy. I won't be here writing for you. If it wasn't for him, be safe out there. So that's fine. Something's going down the crater. Hey there, Sam. Everyone's got something they're good at, right? Well, I'm no exception. Ever since I realized I was stranded here on this desert island of a continent, I've been keeping my eyes fixed on the horizon. And you know what? My vision's gone better. As a result, people have been calling me. I don't give two fucks. It's like I spied things long before anyone else. Clouds suddenly shifting in the sky. Porters walking around a mountain ridge. An undiscovered hot spring down the valley. You name it. What's more, I think I've gotten better at it. I reckon it's because of Kyle, or maybe anyway, I'm going to tell you about this was something I saw the other day. Something small and glowing down the middle, in the crater where Midona City used to be. I really want to investigate, but we don't have any bridges and people in that area. Maybe it's something you could look into if you're ever passing by. Thank you for not only delivering the terminal of mine, providing my humanoids. The network has made a difference in other ways as well. It's that much harder now for our 3 doctors to ignore us, stick out here for sure. For a start, there are many that sort of out of sight, out of mind attitudes which are suffering beyond their walls drove my husband crazy. It was one of the reasons we moved in the first place without even a modicum of compassion or consideration. They demand people come to town to see them and windows. Poor folks who never really couldn't make the trip. Corpse souls ended up with more bodies to burn. I couldn't help but be moved by his passion for his profession. Didn't think twice. Joining him or marrying him, I thought a great deal about what kind of benefits the Connect might bring. Soon we divide the terminal as a means of treating patients remotely. As he may have told you, we only have this one for now, but if it can perform well, we can find the means to mass reduce them. We can help a whole lot of people, but only if the network is there to provide support. So keep expanding it. It'll help in more ways than you can imagine. Pick the name. Dear Sam, I thought I should let you know that our son's in good health, which is a relief because I was so nervous giving birth for just the two of us here. Doc gave me great advice. In the end, I felt like he was here in the room with us. Also, wanted to say that if you hadn't shown up when you did, this baby brother might not be here. I might not be here. That was a huge help, of course, but there's no denying. We all have so much for many people, and all be with you. So we're going to name him Sam. I pray that as he goes, he'll bring people like you. Well, fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't give two shits. It was so good to see you the other day, Sam. You wouldn't believe how long I've been waiting for you to meet you. Thank you for living too. I think it was over a decade ago when I first heard rumors about you. The most famous reporter there is. Matter of fact, I'm kind of well known myself in the world that is. After all, my grandfather was living the shelter life back before most anybody even knew what a shelter was. Yeah, that's right. 7th-gen Pepper. One of the first Pepper family, the originals as they were. Who got that kind of pedigree pumping through me, myself, and nobody else. My shits contain more concentrated pepper wisdom. And the rest of those amateurs will ever scrape together. And now, don't get me wrong, I got nothing against supporters. But if you think I want anything to do with the so-called country, got another thing coming. I bet you feel the same sometimes, right? Well, how about it? So, Bridges Geegan joining up with us. We used to have things called magazines. Back before Stranding, there was Modium Notes, a magazine, a collection of articles and pictures printed on paper. Some magazines had hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of readers. At the height of their popularity, it wasn't rare for people to get all their information and news from them, journalists and editors. Wait. Right? Some magazines had hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of readers at the height of their popularity. It wasn't rare for people to get all their information news from them. Journalists and editors would collect data, conduct interviews, and compile them into weekly or monthly issues. Editors would devour them with relish. My own father was the editor of Popular Magazine, one that published hints and strategies for beating popular video games. Sadly, not long before trending. Digital media was prominent, not so the end for print publications. Thanks to the internet, anyone could produce content, anyone could consume such content. People became their own editors, their own curators of truth, as it were. My father was always one of the ones that swim against the tide, and so he stuck with print in spite of one of the writing on the wall. They called him the last editor in chief. Over the years, he amassed a massive number of magazines and newspapers, all of which I was free to pursue growing up. After he passed away, I took up the mantle, expanding the collection, but now in the post-stranding world, we have the Cow Network, private technology, but will it be no different than the internet in the end? I, for one, have no desire to see it turn into a cesspool of abuse and misinformation. If nothing can be done to prevent it, then I want nothing to do with it. Almost fucking done. Like I said again, well, I'm just luckiest guy around, trying to butter me up, so I'll share some news with Perism. I'll wager all right. This is number one. Back when my kin first decided shelter was the only life for them, there was a Cold War on. That meant there were two types of people: those who wanted to nuke the rest, and those who wanted to nuke those other guys before they could nuke them first. I'm gonna tell you that nuclear war means everybody's fucked. So my kin got to think that maybe they'd be better off taking themselves shelter, so somebody still be around to rise from the ashes when the big day finally came. And the idiots in charge came within a hair's breadth of actually pushing the big red button, and the president got himself shot. And suddenly it seemed the world really was fixing its own world cliff. And then more peppers, so that's what more folks began seeing the writing on the wall and deciding that they didn't want to go out with a bang. The way the family had been celebrated before long, there was a whole village of guys looking to dig in and say, and the world sure you don't want to come join us, Sam. I know you, my dear son. I'm the guy who you robbed that blood with the blood for. If you hadn't come through for me, I wouldn't be looking forward. Wouldn't be looking forward to working again or working where you now or here. Period. And thank you, face to face. But since I didn't know, I got the chance to have what you said. How grateful I am. I owe you my life, and I'll never forget that. If you hadn't taken on that order, your next might have been to haul my corpse in the incinerator instead. I'd be ashing currently in the wind by now, or work to BT. Giving me another chance when I don't intend to wait for a start. I will pay my debt by everything I can to help you rebuild America. A toast to a porter, good and true. My dear Mr. Bridges, please give my humblest apologies and my most heartfelt thanks. Once again, your incomparable pizza flavors have been put to the proof and found and unimpeachable in every regard. Do forgive us if we seem ungrateful. The visiting couple, twin souls, the coin as they are, were desperate to present themselves to you in holographic form. They might express their heartfelt appreciation. Regretfully, they are hopeless enough in matters technological. As I myself was away procuring vital supply, I was unable to rectify the situation on their behalf. These circumstances conspired to produce the more unfortunate outcome yet again. A thankless end to an onerous and some task. If is it any consolation, the pizza was undivine. Yeah, another earnest entry for pizza, dear. It's I, your most supported admirer and obedient servant, Peter Engler. You are doubtless aware of the momentous occasion which demands celebration this very day. Surely not, of course, nor for I would be shocked if you knew that it marks another year since joining of myself and my beloved wife in the bonds of holy matrimony. As you may suspect, there is only one way in which we commemorate the birth of our union: pizza. You not begrudge me my continued impudence, I hope. But how could you? It is only natural that for our sacred anniversary I would seek to procure one of the incomparable pies only you can provide. I say one, but we could be so bold as to impose upon you for two. Like top of Gouda cheese, that would be magical. They should be waiting for the time farmer shelter. They provided the wheat for the dough, and I do believe they take the bit of tossing in a bottle of their magnificent beer to boot. Thanks as ever, you really are a saint. Over the turn of time, you came back. Thanks, Sam. I feel a whole lot for 2 years since I signed up for Bridges. My grandfather was born on the cusp of the new century. A lot of folks thought we might not live to see. Well, we were taking up picking up our way of life, and lo and behold, Pepper Village became Pepper Town overnight. Trouble was, the big one never came, and the century clicked over just fine. A year later, though, huge terrorist attack was ever at the time, and in the face of that, America came out fighting for justice, or so we claimed. Yeah, bogged down in super wars overseas and faced ridiculous levels of inequality at home. People totally lost faith in the government, and another new generation of peppers was created. So yeah, and I don't give a shit about American Reconstructionism, but I'd like you, Sam. Like to meet you again. Guards keep you from hey, Mr. Sam Bridges, thank you so much for bringing that cargo all the way out here. I must say, I didn't think I'd ever get the chance to meet the man I heard so much about. I think I must try and rebuild America of your, though I can't say it's got anything to do with me. Frankly, I'm not even sure I'll agree with it in principle. I really am grateful, though. Thanks to you, it's my life's work is back on track. My beloved Gorge are looking more healthy and lively than ever. Admittedly, the ideal climate for Gorge might be warmer than what we got here. But I've managed well enough, all things considered. Hope my father will be proud, though he made a living. I don't know this. He was also something of a Gorge. Compelled to carry on his legacy one way or another. And then I'm the wordsmith. Only had one choice. I read somewhere like Gorgeous because they're very lucky in this Far East. And there you says charms the word off evil, kind of like the dream catcher yours, come to think of it. Right, that's my still you're getting it anyway. I told you about the terrorist attack that happened when I was a kid. Right, well, it wasn't so long after that thing happened that made Terror look at translate. Of course, he was coming back. He was trending with another attack. For us, but he messed up the response to it so bad, so I can't sure what the shit. The problem for Pepper's like my grandfather, though. They had already prepped for that eventuality and didn't, come take care of them. I'm not dude, though. I don't think Pepper is like me. I'm self-sufficient. I know full well I wouldn't be alive for long for a reporter like you bringing me what I need. Look, I'm not an expert, but if you ask me definitely, you're only going to get a whole lot worse from here on. People in the Nazis need to get ready for that, and so do you. Being prepared just for Peppers, Anyway, the point is, guys like me, all we want is to be free, to be our own mess. If it's fun, do you see me being able to do that? Then sure, I'll give it a go. We'll get to work together at last. How about that, huh? Following father's footsteps. You're saying you've done more for my family than you ever can know. It's someone's comfort to know my husband didn't die in vain, especially since it seems his work was so important. My daughter has her heart set on you doing even more, though. She's going to investigate further. How proud I am, though, on the not thought of her putting herself in danger. Yet again is, well, let's just say I'm a little conflicted. By expect a man like you would call that being selfish. Forgive me. I see you need to leave me burdening you with my worries. You be careful out there. Well, you are burdening me with sending fucking worthless fucking emails. Gorge are like Noah's Ark. It's just saying Bridges. How many times that now I've lost count? I can tell you though. I've gone so many guards I don't know what to do. Every day I see more and more of those funny little shapes popping into existence. It warms my heart just to look at them. Remember the story of Noah's Ark? I'll bet you didn't know, which is very similar to tale in the Far East. That tells a huge storm and an even bigger flood that followed. Saying that some man sold his son and daughter to hide in a bare gourds. Flood grew greater and more terrible, and everybody died except those children from whom we all transcended. So you see, gourds can save the world, and I do mean the world, not just America. I'm looking forward to giving you some. Come harvest time. Letters. Newspaper magazines to be on a published on a regular basis once a month, perhaps, or in the case of newspaper every morning or evening. But they were part of life's rhythm and my father's time. Some routines practically revolved around no matter how much you learn for the next issue, you had no choice but to wait patiently until it was published. It was the same with letters once. It was the same with letters once. There was a time when you couldn't just compose and send a message and have it delivered to the recipient. Almost instantaneously, no. And take it up pen and paper and carefully write out your thoughts, which you then seal in an envelope and stuck on a post box, after which you had to wait for the postal to come collect the process and to deliver it. It might take days. Some of the rates are the same, some longer even. Travel through the sky or across the sea, and then after all that, we had no choice but to wait even longer for a reply. I can't think that might have been a good thing. It meant spending your days waiting with bated breath, wondering what's supposed to be in my brain, or be full of extra imagination. America just ties people down. Sam, I'd like to tell you about my father. Before this training, he was a famous writer, and he was always on the move. I'm not talking about America either. He went all over the world, and like staying in one place for long. As he got bored, he'd pick up his canteen made from a gourd, of course, and start wandering again. When I was a kid, he'd tell me also to tell about his travels, about the lands that lay beyond the oceans. He even told me about people going to the moon. Kind of annoying that I end up trying to wait in shelter after all that, isn't it? Don't last forever, though. Us humans find a way to live outside our shelter. I'm sure of it. They come to the last thing we need to say is to be tied on some sort of idea of America. That's why you won't see me during any UCA, so I say that's just the way it is. Oh yeah, shut the fuck up. You are going to join. Saw space in the garden, Miss Sam, but can I tell you a story about something that I haven't been reading? No. I was preparing dinner where all of a sudden my yellow would get Gore's pops in my head, and I just had to go take a look. Do you know what I found when I got there? The marvelous specimen I had ever laid eyes onto, no bigger than me. I swear. I was sitting there, and I suddenly realized I was somewhere else inside of it, and I was a tiny baby. Tiny baby in a great big gourd world. I grew up there, became dawn. Eventually, gourd world has a Death Stranding on its own. But I do that, I cleared the boards of all the people on gourd world, and they shut the BTs up inside them and put them all on fire. Gourd world's safe, and I had saved it, but just as I was basking in glory, I woke up, looked to find myself back in the kitchen and the pot boiling over. I'd been giving my whole life in gourd world. If you had passed into this one, sure, you could call it a daydream, but to me, it couldn't have been more real. Has anything like that ever happened to you? The best sort of clearing things to you, you're a good mono, Sam. The data on the chip eye open like I figured it would be. I know our worlds were never meant to mix, recall impaired. Probably an accident. Accident back in mind was the trigger, and then the Tricolium did the rest. Back in mind, home sweet home. Can't say we've got anything as crazy as crying back home, but from what I've seen of yours, our attack is a step ahead, and you should earn another taste. Portino. I upgrade your verse to verse with the chip data scan. I think you'll dig it. This new and improved version got by the engine. I call it Yaba Kudangi. Also, check out your compass. Sensor pulse security systems that mules and turrets are used as shit. Dog shit, but now you can focus on a short amount for a minute. When in range, just focus on one of the poles. Careful though, running sensor poles in your compass. Range more bad. They're a chip, but it's a catch. I know you gotta be, but the man with the imports, the America and all that. I'm this guy on a freelance pro like home of Major League Pro on par with you, maybe even better on a good day. The pro went and found it, no fuss. Trouble came afterwards when he got jumped by some pins from Barnard on the way back. I haven't heard from him since. Even Eddie says he's at an addition from what I've heard from about these white outs, stricken by bodies of throughout this world. Well, you better find him ASAP, and don't forget to secure my ship while you're at it. Ship this show center north of Mountain City, and I'll send you the order. Let me down to me, boys. Sam, my man. One of these are coming my grades, and dare I say it's Asher's Fed command. I appreciate with you. To my chart right in there. Where did I have to make sure right here? Right, I better have my hand to go. Number here, but I number 12, let's see. Really fast. Okay. Sorry. Please put the original request to pick up for pizza before you declare me. Selfish, those that I ran with my husband's father, kids, and also being. I felt my ears for news. Okay, behind. Yeah, read that. Read that. But hey, I was a bit somebody when I said we wouldn't be safe soon. Anyways, and I heard the rumors, but I was always a bit skeptical. And you could be the birds or whatever, hey, you do good music, okay. So original music. So like my parents were reading it while I was little. My mom taught me something. I said she said the first human temple. Oh my god, we are fucking done. We are fucking done. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Chest and the head divided by white laser. Pattern of mouth strokes are going haywire. In your eyes, night cold, we see the end of us. Playing your best role, but the mask shatters. Where are you going, boy? Where did you get so lost? How could you be so blind? How could you be so blind?
So, where do you want to go? Close your eyes.
More fucking mail. Great. Next week goes. So I can't believe after that losing fly. Oh, you man. I one man saying me. I'll say I didn't think I'd ever see it again. Since Igor made himself, just continue. You know, Igor truly believes that we're made to save the world. We're going to save the world. He dreamed of the day that we break out our little world, starts in the big picture, bigger than America on the Earth. Looking beyond the Kawakato toward outer space, the flag was a symbol of all that, of that future when Newtons would travel to a world, another planet. Anything not call it their own. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's so much better than a toy. When I hold it, it's like holding my brother's dreams. I can never think enough of that, Sam. Dear Sam, thanks yet again. It's getting to the point, if it hasn't already, that where words won't cut it. They broke the mold when they made you serious. I've been here since Bridges 1 first came through him, and I was saying proud to be assigned disposing, but truth be told, there were times I worried this would never happen. What if they couldn't get to keep it to work? What if America was all to the vacuum? Looking back, I came by myself from losing faith. I never saw the real America for myself, but then you came along and gave me something. Even again, and you have potential for all of us, make us whole again. Why couldn't I go to this safe house to begin? I was fucking dumb. Wow, hey, you're an inspiration. I owe an apology in my last mail. I may sound like you were on the fast track to becoming obsolete because I was caught up in my excitement over that delivery bot. Didn't let it show so much, man. I was glad to find out, just again, seriously, shove the boss useful, not seriously, that doesn't mean we still don't need guys like you. If anything, we need you more than ever. You're a symbol and inspiration when people see you risking your neck for the rest. They have something to aspire to. I'm not saying that everybody should charge all to the wilderness, of course. I think you're a great example of how we can work towards a better future. People need that. Hell, I need that. Anything less outside of America, Sam, thanks again. We've done a great deal to keep things out here. At the weather station, which we appreciate, the our network, it's incredible. If you can continue to expand coverage with your Cupid, it won't be long before we'll have real-time tracking of meteorological phenomena all over the continent. We don't have much of an idea what's going on elsewhere, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that. And while I may be chasing rainbows, I hope we can get a few above the clouds one day. It's crazy. No one really knows what's happened to the rest of the world. Even now, maybe the Death Stranding destroyed everything except America. Maybe we're the only one shrouded in clouds of chiral matter, and the rest of the world is carrying on without us. Or maybe the whole damn universe got wiped out, and we're all that stuff's floating in space. All right, that last one's just about me being pessimistic ass, but the whole point. We need to know what's out there, and to do that, we need to bring the whole content network. Your last hope, Sam, our only hope, in fact.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sweet. Great. Can't wait to watch you win. Great work, Sam. You restored this racetrack to former glory. What a gift to all of us to throw the trace. I'm smiling, fit to burst, just thinking about it. I guess you try to find out yourself right. Well, I'll be rooting for you. We're the only one, pretty much every Bridges staff from Pepper I know you'll be training over the fifth person off. I mean, love to be there trackside, but it's not just going to happen. You'll have to make one with Hologram instead of virtual fan. I think the term is. I'm not too down about it though. Is what it is, and we all know how Gene is out there anyway. We'll be there in spirit, and that's what counts. And just the thing to be you see it gets to be. The more fans you'll have. Good luck, Sam, and get out there and make us proud. I guess. Let's see.
Thank you. Kindly. Yeah. Thank you. Kindly. I'm Sam. Thank you.
and no one else fucking take him. Why the fuck do you need to? No, no. You need to go to the Apple store. Why? What fucking for? Trying to go anywhere to work today. I'm not trying to go fucking anywhere.
this. Ah! Woo! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Woo! I'm Sam. Ah! Woo! Hey! I've got this. Yeah! I've got this.
The transmission just came in from the track with data on a roadster vehicle. Looks like it's a racing model built primarily for speed. If you want to take advantage of a highway, it might be just the thing. If you're planning to go off-road, however, you should probably stick with one of the other options. Anyhow, should the idea appeal, fabricate away.
Where are you going? Oh.
I'm Sam! Thank you! Kindly!
Reach grade 60 in all delivery evaluation categories. Great deliverer. Nice. 2.6% of players.
I'm Sam! Ah! Woo! I've got this. Thank you. Kindly. Ah! Thank you. Kindly. I'm Sam! I've got this. I'm Sam! Ah! I'm Sam! Hey!
Hey, long range.
home.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome. Set weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome. SAM border bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Someone's happy.
Storing.
Sweet. Folks here for I'm not going mask. I'm counting on you saying move it that. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Okay, that should have never happened. Alright, this is the best laptop. Logging out. I'll see ya next time.